Organic market news for the week of April 18th to April 24th, 2025. Spring organic citrus. Good news. Late season harvests of California organic mandarins are in good shape with plenty of volume and promotable pricing. Quality on the Murcott and Tango varieties is good with bright orange skin and flesh, deep flavor, and nice sweetness. Organic mandarins in Cuties, Halos, plus Shipper brands are all primed for April displays on bags. Bulk fruit is also in good supply. Organic lemons remain excellent on large fruit from California, but some shippers are seeing tight supply, particularly on smaller sizes. Alert! Organic navel oranges are available, though winding down with increasing prices and tight supply at this point in the season. Organic blood and Cara oranges are still in stock even as harvests start wrapping up for the season as May approaches. New crop organic rhubarb from Washington is back in season with more volume expected around April 22nd. Organic purple kohlrabi returns in limited volume starting April 21st. Great visual pop and sweet, crisp flavor. Switching over to organic tomatoes, good news. Lady Moon Farms lineup of organic snacking tomatoes from Florida remain promotable with robust quality and pricing. Organic cluster tomatoes from Mexico and Canada are in good supply with steady quality. It is important to note that organic beefsteak tomato supply dipped sharply in early April, but quality remains outstanding despite lighter volume. Organic Roma tomatoes out of Mexico continue to struggle with low yields and inconsistent quality during April. Looking at organic berries, organic strawberries continue from Baja, Mexico and California with excellent quality. Look for a full transition to Santa Maria, California crops by early May. It is important to note that organic raspberry production is slowing from central Mexico. Baja, Mexico, and California volumes are just beginning, so tight supply and rising prices expected short term. Alert! Organic blackberry supplies will be short as Mexico struggles with low yields. Sweet Caroline variety organic blackberries from Hippie Organics are available at the end of April with excellent quality. Alert! Organic blueberries remain very limited and expensive as the import season winds down and domestic gets going. The Georgia crop is delayed by 3 to 4 weeks due to weather. Things will improve around mid-May. It is important to note that organic Hass avocados remain in steady supply, but overall pricing remains tight. Plan now for Cinco de Mayo promotions coming out of the Easter holiday, just at higher price points than prior years. Good news! Organic Brussels sprouts out of Mexico remain in solid promotional volume for late April. Exceptional quality and pricing continue making this a great item to feature bulk and packaged options. It is important to note that expect pricing to climb slightly as May starts. Organic broccoli from California remain abundant for April. With excellent quality and favorable pricing, this is a strong promotional item throughout the month. Organic cauliflower volume is good and pricing is reasonable for April. Good news! Organic colored bell peppers production is shifting from Israel to Holland and from Mexico to Canada. Canadian greenhouse growers began successfully in mid-April, creating new promotional opportunities. It is important to note that organic banana pricing will rise due to tariffs starting throughout the end of April. Equal Exchange Fair Trade will begin shipping organic bananas in polypack bags starting at the end of April to help protect fruit quality during the rainy season in Peru and Ecuador. Good news! Organic Vidalia onions will arrive April 20th in 40-pound jumbo and 16 3-packs. Good news! Organic celery supply from California and Mexico is strong in April with excellent quality. Take advantage of steady volume and solid pricing. It is important to note to expect changes heading into May with tighter supply and higher prices anticipated. Switching over to organic lettuces, good news! Organic iceberg lettuce from the West Coast remains excellent in both quality and supply. It is important to note that Lady Moon Farms' Florida Organic Leaf and Romaine lettuce program is winding down in Florida. California organic lettuce supply is ready to fill the gap with great quality and fair pricing. East Coast organic leaf and romaine lettuce will gap briefly before local farms in New Jersey and Pennsylvania, including Lady Moon Farms, restart later in spring. It is important to note that organic Fuji, Gala, Granny Smith, and Honeycrisp apple supplies are tightening, with prices expected to rise in May. Good news! Organic mango supplies are strong and pricing is becoming more promotable for late April and Cinco de Mayo. Good news! Organic collards from Lady Moon Farms remain beautiful and consistent through April. Import new crop organic red and green Bartlett pears remain in strong supply. It is important to note that organic green beans are tightening into late April. Expect higher pricing until supply rebounds with new production closer to May. Conventional market news for the week of April 18th to April 24th, 2025. Florida watermelons begin. Good news! Seedless watermelon volume out of Florida is improving, with pricing easing on larger 45-count bins and 60-count fruit holding steady. Quality is strong and Mexican product remains available with increasing volume and lower pricing. Mexico's spring harvest on mini seedless watermelons is underway. Supplies are improving and pricing is gradually coming down. Offshore fruit is winding down as the season transitions. Cantaloupe and honeydew supplies are improving after tight prices earlier in April. Volume is increasing and pricing is returning to normal levels. Looking at berries, blackberries are steady with excellent quality and strong availability out of Mexico. Strawberry supply is improving slightly post-holiday. Cooler California temperatures are delivering excellent quality and size, though harvest pace is slowed. Pricing is softening. Raspberries are tightening as Mexico finishes and California has yet to begin. Pricing is firming, but quality remains strong. Expect tighter prices through April. Alert! Blueberries are very limited across all regions. Georgia's harvest has been delayed by weather, keeping supplies tight and pricing elevated into early May. It is important to note that Driscoll's Sweetest Batch blackberries will experience a gap as Mexico wraps up and California prepares to start. Driscoll's Sweetest Batch strawberries will be available as California ramps up. Switching over to Stone Fruit Outlook, new crop California peaches from Coachella, Los Angeles are expected to start around April 22nd. Early sizing will be small but will increase into May. South Carolina peaches are set to begin mid-May with an excellent looking crop. California cherries are projected to start arriving around April 28th, with firm volume building into May. Peak availability will come post-Memorial Day. Washington cherries will follow in early June with a strong red cherry crop and good supplies of Rainier yellow-colored cherries. California apricots are expected by the second week of May with a large crop and promotable sizing. Good news! Iceberg lettuce and romaine hearts are showing great quality and consistent availability with promotable pricing. Good news, mango volume remains steady with good overall quality. Red round mangoes are starting to increase in availability just in time for Cinco de Mayo. Good news, the first shipments of 2025 Genuine Georgia Vidalia sweet onions are here. Jumbo 40-pound and 16 3-pound bags are expected in by April 20th. Promote through July with peak ad opportunities in May and June. Good news, Florida and Mexican vine-ripe tomatoes have rebounded from earlier supply tightness and the category is well positioned for strong promotions in late April. Good news, Canadian-grown greenhouse colored bell peppers are increasing in volume and supporting promotable prices, while Mexican product remains in good supply at favorable pricing. Look for strong promotional opportunities by late April. Early local bunched herbs, leeks, and bunch greens are starting to arrive from New Jersey, marking the beginning of local season. Good news, warmer temperatures are boosting early Florida sweet corn supply and pushing prices lower. Availability and deals will improve heading into May. Broccoli is in great supply from multiple growing regions with consistent quality and competitive pricing. Promotional opportunities are expected to continue through April and into May. Good news, mandarins including Murcots and Tangos from California are in peak condition, excellent eating quality, and ideal for spring promotions. Good news, Stamilk, Gala, Fuji, Granny Smith, Pink Lady, and Red Delicious apples are promotable through Earth Day with a $1 per case donation to PASA for each purchase. Good news, Washington-grown Cosmic Crisp and Envy apples remain in good supply with strong promotional opportunities heading into May. Eastern Granny Smith apples have finished for the season, but quality fruit is still shipping out of Washington.
Thank you for tuning in. Here at Four Seasons Produce, our mission is helping others succeed in fresh. To learn more about how we partner with independent retailers, natural food stores, and other professional buyers in the Mid-Atlantic and Northeast, visit fsproduce.com or find pictures, info, and more on our LinkedIn, Instagram, and Facebook accounts. Until next time, stay fresh and keep it peachy.